Hello, I'm here. Things should be more stable this time at long last, after a couple of agonizing weeks of very bad internet problems. With any luck, we'll be all stable tonight. My guest host should be arriving when possible. They're having their own technical difficulties at the moment. But we're gonna pick up where we left off in just a moment here as I finalize one or two little bits of things. Thank you all for tuning in. Assumingly the stream is on. I'm gonna double check that right now. Looks like we're live. Check my thingamabobber. Crank go live. And that one is... looks like we're good. Cool. Alrighty. So knowing that that is working, I'm going to enable the sound for the game. Get these earbuds just right. Infected Chris, Vincent. I'm going to try to say Shirao. Shirao? Not sure how to pronounce that. Although I don't know how to pronounce very many things, as evidenced with the infamous gushing magma and other things I've said in the past. Let's see, how's the stream? Dropped a couple frames, that's fine. Okay, so until my guest host gets here, I'm gonna fly this ship solo. I'm gonna fly this ship so low that I'm under the radar. Ha 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 ha. Now, let me see here. What was I doing? We've got Burning Rush underway, Rod Typhoon. I'm gonna probably put on Gust of Wind Dance. It's less powerful in the JP demo, at least at level 1. So I don't insta-kill bosses, basically, with like 2 or 3 hits. So we'll give that a go. Oop, I'm dropping some frames. Why am I dropping frames? So I literally did a test stream like a day or two after the Friday stream when we had the bad internet stuff going on. We swapped out the modem the next day and everything. I did a test stream for like an hour and a half and I only dropped like 80 frames, which is 0% of an hour and a half. And I've already dropped 1,300. I am not sure what's going on. I'm gonna check my settings. Make sure I didn't foobar them by accident. CBR P7. 2 passes, 2 B frames. Could do variable bitrate, but I don't really want to do that right now. Well, amazingly, I'm still dropping. I'm dropping lots of frames constantly, so I don't know why I'm dropping like 50 frames a second, but that's alarming me. So I am gonna restart it just in case. Why is it doing this? So what I'm gathering, I'm watching the stream myself, and I'm not seeing hardly any frames dropping there, but OBS is saying I'm doing terribly. So like I'm getting a red bar and it's awful. I don't know how that's possible. I'm... Okay. I'll be back as soon as I can. I'm gonna restart the modem.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I think we're gonna be able to do this after all, if you're still up for it.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I want to go for like a full 2 hours or anything.
No.
It's already been a while.
No. This is an abbreviated. We're just gonna see what we can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, knowledge from like 27 years ago just kicked in for me.
What does that mean?
I'm not entirely positive, but the thing I tried is when it started working. So, long story short, one thing my dad was always advising me about, he worked for AT&T before Comcast sucked him up. So he always worked with coax cables and stuff. So he would recommend when you've got coax cables, you're usually given the cable with the little metal thing on the end, and then the copper wire comes out of the middle of it, and it sticks out past the metal thing that you screw on.
Yep.
He recommended crimping that off so it was more even with the metal end, and I never was able to test whether that did anything or not. But ours, it had that just like, because it's always been that way. And we found a wire cutters. I crimped the end off. The copper on the end was looking bad anyway. And here we are. So I'm wondering,
nothing like bad copper.
Yeah, bad copper could have been like the last goddamn reason.
Well, listen, if you don't have good copper, there's no internet to begin with.
Yeah.
Because there's no electricity, but
So I'm going to share my screen with you.
Sounds good.
My LoD. And I probably don't have very many viewers, but I've got to see this through.
Yeah.
Besides, we don't do FOMO here. We watch VODs.
Sounds good.
All right.
Hello, Fanger Zero, if that is your real name. I assume it's not, but Am I coming through all right, by the way?
Yes. I may have to turn you down a tad.
All right. I'm not used to being turned down, just so you know.
Well, I like you. It's just you're not my type. I don't even know that for a fact. I mean, I'll have to get to know you better.
Well, that's fine.
I like your sass.
I'm a taken man anyway.
I like your sass in the server chat.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
Someone has to.
I have 0 drop frames so far. Let's see where we can take this.
Wonderful.
I wish I had thought of this before. I didn't think it was possible, but it goes to show, check your copper.
Yeah.
If you have an internet issue at home, check your copper. Don't rule it out.
I don't have all the addition percentages memorized, believe it or not. But these are looking pretty standard thus far.
They aren't updated.
Okay.
They're showing retail.
So they show retail, but they do demo?
Yeah, they do demo in combat.
Interesting.
Whereas with the status and equipment screens, it actually does show the changed values. Of course, we're not porting over the language, and even then, the original JP text may not be what it says it is. We've confirmed that at least one item doesn't do what the JP text says it should be doing. So
what item is that?
I don't remember. We're gonna find out when we get there.
Great.
Great. Yeah, I considered like, oh, I can just prep info for every stream, but I kind of wanted to go in blind and just have more fun that way. In a sense. So what are we doing? We're going over here. I remember how to play the damn game. Get out of
well, right now all you need is an analog stick.
Yeah, I'm still so used to doing the D-pad, but analog support is a thing now. Analog run.
Yeah. Infected Chris, I am NovaDragoon. If you're in the Discord, you may recognize the name.
My guest host today is NovaDragoon. I had that all lined up, but then things happened.
Yeah, listen, it took my computer an hour just to turn on and get Discord running.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I wasn't alone.
No.
So, why don't you say a few words about yourself, what you're known for in the community, whatever?
Oh my god, I forgot there was a quiz. Well, I'm Canadian. I originally, well, I mean, you know, say a bit about yourself. I have to assume the vast majority of the fandom is American.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm Canadian. I share a province with Monoxide, the lead dev on Severed Chains. I came into Legend of Dragoon from the demo disc back on PS1 days, and I just kind of fell in love with it with the demo, and then I found the greatest hits version in some game store in a local mall, and I was like, hey, Guardian who is with me, buy me this game because I want it. And that was, I don't know, 21 years ago now, probably. Because it was the greatest hits version, which I assume came out at least a year after regular.
Something like that.
Yeah. What am I known for in the community? I don't even know.
You're a solid community member.
I am a solid community member. I generally assume that I just annoy people. And the silence is deafening.
Oh, I started dropping frames again, so I was typing in chat to let people know. I'm not gonna restart the modem again. I'm just gonna roll with it. Hopefully, okay, it stopped dropping frames. We're gonna have to investigate this cable. It's a very long cable, so we have to go downstairs and I'll have to investigate the other side of it. But yes, Nova has been one of my favorite community members. Like, what was I trying to say?
Well, you said something about me being one of your favorites, and I'd love to hear more.
Yes. I've been on a couple of Nova's live streams, and I was entertained. Nova, I think you have a Twitch channel, is that correct?
I do. That is NovaDragoon TTV on Twitch.
I don't know if we allow links in chat, but if you want,
I'm not too banged up about it. And apparently, I'm not subscribed to this YouTube channel of yours.
You're not subscribed to our fandom YouTube channel?
Apparently not.
Oh, it hurts.
And listen, when it comes to social media, I am the boomerist, all right?
Fair enough.
Like, I don't even know how to follow from here.
That's totally okay.
I have no freaking idea, man.
You're good. I was just gonna say, if our settings have links disabled in chat, I can post a link for you.
If that's something you would like to do, by all means,
throw it at me. In the Discord.
Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, sure.
And then I'll copy paste it. And then we're gonna talk about Giango.
Giango.
Alt name Rancor.
Yes. Alright, that should be... Yes, that is my Twitch. My icon came up.
Okay. And let's see, copy link. And we'll do a that.
Appreciate the shout out. I've been unfortunately falling off streaming a little bit just because summer is so busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then starting probably next week, I'm going to be working nights. So I'll probably not be streaming for like 3 weeks, and I'm going to hate that.
Mm-hmm.
You have, you must have auto editions on right now, eh?
Yeah. I can turn them off, but it was starting to take so long to get through content.
Yeah.
I might even just keep it on 2x.
You can't get the Twister Blade at this point, can you?
No, it's too early.
Yeah, okay.
The you could farm for Gas Bliss and do good damage with Gas Bliss if you wanted.
Yeah, or just buy a bunch of spinning tails and tail, and then, you know, Shauna go brrr.
Oh yeah. She's hard to keep up. Like, even if you keep her level high, like, so you got two options. You can keep her level average with the other party members up to this point, and she still is hard to keep alive against Yango.
Yeah.
Or you make it so that Dart and Lavitz die and she gets over-leveled, but then they die really easy to the boss, and then Shauna can get confused.
Okay.
Giango is one of the most overtuned bosses in the game.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but your chat's pointing it out that it's not Earth Elemental right now. It's neutral.
I found that out in the test stream on Saturday after the last Friday's fiasco with the internet.
Oh yeah.
So I basically did this whole episode already by myself, just to make sure it would last a while, the stream would be steady, and then the stream gaslit me tonight. But there are many elemental changes that are sure to surprise.
Interesting. Yeah, so I guess spinning gales with Shauna wouldn't even be the move right now.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you guys discover that the entire game was programmed with demo stats?
Either Zycronix found it or I asked, one of the two.
Okay.
I am really investigative with that kind of thing, like thinking outside the box, and if it's something that is worth telling the fandom about, kind of a thing. So I was like, we were looking at this like monster, not monster. There was an attack in the JP demo that wasn't in retail, even JP retail. Magic Stone or something like that. Not Magic Sig Stone, something like... It was like a non-elemental single target attack. And although we weren't able to call it up and make it do damage, we got pretty close. And that was still an interesting discovery. So I'm always looking for another angle of, like, is there more data than we think? And it turned out they had a bunch of data for the whole entire game. So it might be placeholder data for all we know. It may not have been a serious balance consideration for them, just placeholder data. But either way, we're going to try it.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, because Discord just crashed and closed,
Okay.
which, you know, doesn't make sense to me how I'm still talking to you because the app is not open.
That is strange. I know
My
sometimes.
computer, I swear to God.
Sometimes
Sorry,
when you
go ahead.
close apps, like they still run in the background technically, but if it crashed, it should have been off.
Yeah, you'd think, eh?
I don't even understand. So I do have a spinning gale. The thing I forgot to mention before is, well, number one, like you said, Django is not weak to spinning gales, and number two, this is still kind of like JP retail, and that magic does less damage. So
Okay.
it's like you might as well just farm additions on them.
Double punch.
Yeah. So what other weird boss elements have you come across?
I don't remember. I have a memory issue, I feel like, because certain things stick out, but then everything else I can't remember what I had for lunch 2 days ago, you know what I mean? We haven't fought that many bosses. I'm pretty sure that Shirley was still light element. Drake might have been dark. I don't remember. It's in the VOD for sure. But I can tell you that vampire kiwis are water element, which is something you can actually see in the JP demo because they show up in the prairie where you're supposed to fight in the JP demo.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, hi again.
Hello. For some reason, Discord starting again dropped the call.
Okay.
But yeah, here I am.
Welcome back. It's like every time you ask a question, Discord crashes.
Well, that's great because I have a lot of them.
Oh. 214 with Lavitz. That's some pretty big damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I feel like I was going through this content a little too easily on the test stream. Rod Typhoon was doing way too much damage, so I went to Gust of Wind Dance, which does less damage, ironically.
Interesting.
I can't wait to show y'all what happens with Madness Hero later on.
Yeah, you told me about that one. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the one thing I spoiled on purpose, just to whet everyone's appetite. Like, 600% multiplier is higher than Blazing Dynamo in retail.
Well, I think it's higher than just about everything other than Perky Step, right?
Yeah, a lot of editions have ridiculous multipliers in this. I took a peek at them. It was not pretty.
So, do you know the actual numbers then?
Yes, but I chose not to remember them. I have a document.
Alright, cool.
It's looking like the game is going to try and take us to level 60. I can't know for sure because I've never done this before, but we're leveling up more frequently than we would in retail, and our damage is scaling through the roof.
It's a wonder Django's still alive.
Yeah, I mean, he's tough, but he's not super tough.
Yeah, he might also have more hit points.
Yeah, the main thing is you have too many hit points. It makes bosses kind of not a threat. So
oh, there he goes.
to compensate for the bosses feeling too easy, I'm trying to use a couple like lower powered additions.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, now we got Blossom Storm. That'll be useful in the next fight.
Nice.
We'll take the Mind Purifier for the next fight.
Drake was dark and Ugly Balloon was fire. Interesting.
Yeah. A lot of minor mobs changed.
That's very strange. Nothing about Ugly Balloon is fire. I guess nothing about it is wind either. But
Yeah.
They seem to have equated wind to poison in this game for some reason because they're both green, I guess.
Fairbrand too.
Wait, Fairbrand was also fire?
No, Fairbrand is wind, and he has poison attacks.
Okay, I thought you meant they changed Fairbrand to fire. I was like, that makes even less sense.
No, Fairbrand is light element. You have no idea.
Wait, no, hang on. What?
I'm just kidding. But there's going to be some more surprises, that is for sure. We'll keep you on Gus. Go back to Double Slash. Rose on Whip Smack. I kind of want to put Rose back in. Yeah. chainmail, scale armor, leather jacket. Oh, silver vest for Rose. Looks like that's better.
Sure does.
What did Haschel? Oh, he had the bracelet. Okay.
His best accessory.
Wait a minute. I think, yeah, I can give Dart or Lavitz the armlet.
Why is it called the armlet?
Because it's, I believe it's bleeding through Zychronix's hard mode. He says there's not much bleed through, but I'm pretty sure there's a little bleed through. I just keep forgetting the exact details of it because there's too many little things about it.
Yeah, you ever put an armlet on your head and then wonder what an armlet is?
Yeah. I mean, it gives, look at the magic attack boost, 37 to 52. That's serious.
That's pretty good.
28 to 43. Lavitz could do more magic damage than Dart, potentially.
Oh, Lavitz. It's a good thing he'll be around for a while.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to use him, like, the whole entire game.
Yeah.
Now I am going to use a... Do I have a Sun Rhapsody? Yes. So Dart can do some flame shots. Lavitz is going to do Rose Storm, and Rose can do some off heals if necessary.
I know you've said you're not much of a drinker, but when you said flame shots there, for some reason my mind went to, like, shots that are on fire. Have you ever done one of those?
No.
No, and neither have I. They look scary.
I could just see Dart at a bar taking a flame shot.
Well, it would put him in the mood to do it.
It would. There'd have to be a fire in the room, too.
No, the fire's in his glass.
Right. So here's an example. Helena Wardens are water elements.
Oh, I hate that.
And we can test if they still do... I mean, it depends on which Helena 1 or Helena 2, whether they use the Burnout or the Spark Net. But we should make sure they're not using a Spear Frost, because that would be like a very different design.
Yeah. Oh, I guess, I mean, you must have fought enough of them by this point. Oh my god.
Can't test it if I'm one-shotting with Double Slash. I'm sorry.
I guess you can just guard forever, but...
Yeah. We'll get a little HP.
Yes, Data. It is the solid community member, NovaDragoon, at your service. And don't take that literally. I'm not at anyone's service here.
Oh, no, he's available. He's available.
Don't say that. That's not true.
I'm sorry. A solid 190. 259. Yeah. It's like the only way this is challenging is if I don't do any completed editions.
Which, I mean, with auto editions might be an even bigger challenge.
Yeah, I don't know how to do an incomplete edition when they're automatic. I'll have to enter the options, and it would be too weird of a game if I only ever did single hits. So we're just gonna run with it.
Yeah. Can you like defeat the senior warden and then just guard until the little guy throws an item?
Well, I gotta drop him down. I mean, I could do it in the debug menu, actually.
Oh, do they only do that when they're like below half or something?
Yeah, every mob has a chance to use certain abilities in their kit at each HP level. Okay. So for a lot of mobs, if their HP is blue, so 51% or more, they usually just do their basic attack or have like a 25% chance of their second attack. If they're in the yellow, basic attack has less probability, and so on. If they're in the red, they have the largest chance to use their special moves.
Interesting. But I mean, these guys only have 2 attacks, right? The bonk.
Yeah, these are 2.
Throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other minor mobs may have many attacks.
Right.
3, maybe even 4 in rare cases. So let's give it into the combat debugger, and we'll take the Helena Warden down to 50 HP, just so I don't insta-kill him.
Yeah.
With a double slash. And you can even see live, it's already yellow. Okay, it's Burnout.
Okay, so yeah, it still uses Burnout. Interesting.
Why is a water creature using Burnout? Like, they don't have to just exclusively use their own element, but yikes.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's level up those Dragoons. I want to get back to max. Oop, can't carry.
Why don't you up your inventory limit?
Because we're testing the original balance of the game.
Ah,
If I have unlimited items, it would be useless.
fair enough.
Yes. Double.
I don't know how sensitive my mic is, but my cat is screaming in the background. So if you hear that, you're welcome.
If it's coming through, it's getting muffled out by the game sound.
Fair enough. Data asks if the whole game is easy peasy.
I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty easy, but I don't want to hold my breath.
Oh, that was quite the animation.
Yeah.
And then Silent Sky also asks, what does Charging Spirit do?
Charging Spirit just guarantees that they'll use a special ability on the next turn.
Oh, okay.
It's usually available for characters in the blue HP, because the whole point is to bypass the blue HP restriction.
But then they just lose a move.
Yeah, they lose a turn and they're dead anyway, usually. But it does encourage you to prioritize them. Like when Death uses it, or Death Purger, one of the two, they'll do an insta-kill if you don't knock them out quickly.
Right.
But you could
Death
also...
and Death Purger, they're palette swaps, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just reskins.
Yeah.
Or even... They actually might even be the same skin, almost. Oh, God. I just got double feared.
Yeah, those are some scary chickens.
How do I want to handle this? Lavis doesn't generate much SP. Also, the thing about Charging Spirit is you can just block them with a Sig Stone. So they lose 4 turns. Hey, thanks for the Sig Stone buff. Let me chuck that.
Whip smack.
What if we had an AoE Magic Sig Stone, and we can call it Swords of Revealing Light?
Yes. Double.
A couple of my friends recently bought 25th anniversary Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, and we spent some time opening some packs. It was really fun.
Cool. I used to play that game.
Yeah, I used to play that game too, and then they made it way too complicated.
Isn't that just like an inherent risk of all card games?
Well,
Like Magic the Gathering has 1 billion cards now. Pokemon.
yeah. Pokemon. I'm not convinced anyone actually knows how to play the Pokemon TCG.
They just pretend to.
Yeah. Just nonsense.
I'll believe it.
I'd rather just, play Pokemon, where all the rules make sense. You throw your puppy at the other puppy until the other puppy's dead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the trading card game is limited in the way that, like, they can't have a full moveset, They only can have 1 or 2 moves for a lot of the basic Pokemon.
Yeah.
And, like, the damage might be 20, it might be flip a coin. If it's heads, you do 20. If it's tails, you do nothing. And it's just way less balanced in that way. It's way more luck-based, I feel like.
Yeah, at least old Yu-Gi-Oh! Was like, oh, hey, you have a monster with 1,000 attack points, and your opponent has a monster with 900 attack points. You win, and they lose life. Congratulations.
I feel like it's more prone to min-maxing, because you just look for, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! The highest star count you can play without sacrificing other creatures is 4 stars.
That's right.
And the star count is a general indicator of how much attack and defense they have, or how rare they may be. So, like, I would just look for the 4-star that had, like, the highest attack value, like, it's a Gemini Elf or something like that back in the day.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. Like, I would never use a 4 or less star that had, like, 1,300 attack, unless it was a defense-based creature. I don't know. I don't remember the numbers, but there was a thing for min-maxing that.
Of course.
To an extent. Whereas in the regular game, like in Pokemon, no matter what the kit is, you can at least get them a little bit stronger just by natural level ups.
Like in actual Pokemon games, you mean, or?
Yeah, in like the Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal.
Yeah.
So even if the kit was a little weak, like you got a lot more moves to work with, and you were always getting stronger. It's a
It's hard
really
to
interesting.
simulate that in the card game.
It's an interesting concept though for the card game because they have levels. They don't do anything really, but they have set levels for those cards. You know.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because they did have a couple monsters that were like, you know, Little Dragon level 1 or something that you could actually summon like Little Dragon level 3, Little Dragon level 7, you know, and they had a couple different cards like that. They just weren't very good because you had to level them up.
Gotcha.
And I never used them because I had gotten out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before that point.
Right.
So Legend of Dragoon.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Well, it's what you're doing at least.
Well, let's get the ever important spear and broadsword or whatever.
Yeah, super important items at this point in the game.
Yeah, it helps me to not insta-kill the boss, so you make sure you equip those. I'm actually going to equip those.
Yeah, but that's not the original balance because you can have better weapons.
Yeah, I know.
I'm beating you at your own game here.
You are. We're already gimping as much as we can with Burning Rush and Gust of Wind Dance right now.
Yeah.
Now, I have dropped 19,000 frames. Is it correct that the stream has still been pretty smooth? Because I don't know how I could possibly be dropping like... I'm dropping like 40 frames a second. I'm streaming 60 frames a second. How is it smooth?
That's because Legend of Dragoon runs at 20 frames per second.
Oh my god. Not true while I'm on 2x. Now I want to show you something fun. Frugal has no element here.
Right, yeah, of course.
Guftus is wind.
Yeah,
And Rodriguez is dark.
great.
It is inverted from normal.
Because Frugal's normally Earth, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird that the bird is not wind type.
Yeah. I mean, a bird can be dark, but it just looks more windy. Like a windy...
It does look more windy.
like a windy weasel kind of a bird. And I want to see if I can proc something else for you here.
Whip smack.
Didn't work. My favorite thing about the JP demo, though, has got to be Lavitz having 45 base speed.
Because what is he normally, 40?
Yeah, 40, and it's... I wish he was 45 and Congo was 40.
Yeah, poor Congo.
Congo at 40 works, in my opinion. It's workable. You can get him up to 80, or just 60 with the ring, or 50 with Greaves would be nice.
Yeah.
But he cannot work without a 20 speed item in retail.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a slow boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Burning run.
Was Frugal Earth the first time you fight him? I'm pretty sure he is.
Chris suggests it could be the fast forward frames that are being dropped. Let's turn off fast forward.
See, the frames are going so fast that they're missing their target.
So right when I... Oh, it's still happening. Yeah, still happening. Okay. That was not the issue. It was good to try. Alright, come on.
Whip smack.
Damn.
What is it you're trying to accomplish?
Well, did you see the test stream on Saturday?
No, I'm notoriously bad at tuning into streams.
Okay. Well, you will see. I think I'll get you to see.
Yes. Burning run. Eat this.
Ooh, boulders.
Whip smack.
Oh no! I gave Rose an inferior weapon to do less damage, and now she doesn't have the fear procking weapon. Frugal is prone to fear.
Yeah, see, we weren't going to see that.
I knew it. I should have listened to you and just put the best weapons on. Oh, I was thinking, oh, I'm so smart.
The lesson here is always listen to Nova.
Yes. Even when you say funny things.
Yeah. And then when people take me too seriously, I post my little screenshot that says, "Don't take me seriously."
Right.
Just always listen to me.
Not an oxymoron at all.
No, no, not at all.
So I feel like I must have skipped the 6 stone, or it's not where it was. One of the two. Oh, we also learned something else you're gonna see from this fight. I think. Yeah, you're probably gonna see at the end of this fight something else happened.
Okay.
But first, let's get through the fight.
Silent Sky wants you to restart so you can see Frugal shake.
I'll redo it. I'll redo
I mean,
it.
you don't have to. It's just one request, right? But
well, it's fun to see. Like, you can do like 800 damage to him with the right setup. It's pretty broken. All right, now
I was thinking earlier about it would be kind of fun to see with base stats, and obviously we can do damage calculations, but like with base stats, what like level addition and all that stuff you would need to like one-shot every boss in the game.
Oh my god. Well, in terms of early game, it's pretty easy to start with Lavitz because he can access Flower Storm very early.
Yeah.
I think his addition unlock might also be different in the JP demo, but even in retail, it's like, what, level 11 or something? So you could
I think so, yeah.
stay in Helena 1 before you get Shauna, so he levels up faster. Because if you go to Shauna's prison tower but don't actually get Shauna and you just stay away from the 3 scripted enemies, you get 3 at a time in all the minor encounters, and that's your fastest XP track, your fastest addition farm track. Get that Flower Storm, you can one-shot Frugal on the first fight. And
at level 11?
once Flower Storm is maxed.
Okay, so you're probably looking at level 12 then.
Something like that.
Which, I mean, it makes sense. You're level 12 when you're supposed to be level 4.
Yeah. And then, as my ritual used to be many times, coming back for Helena 2, I would have D level 5 and use Jade Dragon to one-shot all of these.
Yeah.
Now here's the
And
difference.
I'm assuming you'd also nuke Kongol with that too.
Probably.
Like,
Gas
well, you
Plus.
wouldn't have. Yeah, you wouldn't have Kongol or Lavitz's Dragoon for Kongol 1.
Yeah.
Kongol 2, yeah, he doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah, you would be doing Flower Storm to him, and it would probably be about a one-shot. I mean, he's got higher defense, but something like that.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just something I thought would be kind of interesting.
Now, something you should know, Nova, is that...
oh my god!
Yeah. So, in retail, your newest spell uses half of your new max MP, unless it's a dragon spell. So if you have 40 MP, your new spell is going to cost 20 usually. With the exception of, like, Wing Blaster uses 20 instead of 10. But it's usually like that. So here, it uses all your MP for the second spell.
Yeah.
So you have to decide 100% to everybody or 200% to 1 times 4.
Yeah. Now, are these percentages accurate where the base game, they aren't quite always?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
This might be Zychronix's hard mode bleed through. It's probably going to kill me if I say that again. But I don't remember if these carried over, is all I'm saying.
Okay. He did also say you skipped the 6 stone.
I think so. I don't remember. I'd have to check the old VODs. But I'm probably going to go back and find out. Because they, repeat items are handled differently in the demo.
Okay. And then Ninshi is wondering if you can give Frugal fear via the command prompt.
Probably. But I'm going to just use Death Dimension.
Alright. Wait, what?
Death Dimension.
Oh, to give fear. I was mistaking it for Demon's Gate. I was like, that's not going to kill Frugal.
Death Dimension.
Check it out.
Nice.
Oh, he powered up!
Well, you hit him with magic, of course. That's kind of his thing.
Well, it's mostly Firebrand's thing.
Yeah, but I mean, Frugal 2 has always done that.
Yeah, that's true. So he should be taking normal damage, ironically enough.
Yeah.
But he's still gonna. Well, he's basically countered it for 3 turns anyway.
Yeah.
So that means ignore Frugal for 3 turns. and we'll do another flame shot. Now, the other thing that I noticed in the test stream on Saturday, in retail, early Dragoon usage is more powerful than additions. It's just strictly the case. But in the demo, additions out-damage Dragoons, like, at this point in the game, basically.
Okay, which is probably why they nerfed them so hard.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we got to make Dragoons useful, and then you're in Disc 3. It's like, oh, well, I could use my Dragoon, but why would I?
910 damage. It is gross. It is so gross. Got no MP left. I do kind of like that you have to... Oh, shit. That's a sentence. I like that you have to... Oh, shit. That if you're going for a bigger spell, it consumes more of your mana, and you have to decide, is this really worth it, you know?
Yeah.
So I do kind of like that spell strategy.
I mean, it's sort of the same in retail, too, just not quite to that extreme.
Yeah.
Still find it weird that Wing Blaster is 20.
Yeah. I love the karate chop. It's like, Frugal doesn't come off as dexterous, but apparently he knows karate.
Yeah.
He's
a strength dex con build with not much of anything else.
He has two different models for his two different fights. The only difference is that between the two models, I don't know how well you can see, but he's got his hand is flat on the club.
Okay.
And in the first battle, his hands are he's got closed fists around the club.
Okay, interesting.
So he'll go up and he'll bash you, and he'll go up and he'll pick you up and body slam you, but his hands are like this. And in this fight, his hands stay like this the whole time. Because I think he trades the body slam for the karate chop, I guess.
Yeah, fair. Is Frugal human?
I think so.
What's going on with his... He has horns.
That's part of his helmet.
Oh, he has a helmet?
He has a helmet. And that's what those horns are coming out of at the top.
Oh my god.
So he's got horns at the top, and one of his horns, this horn has an earring on it. Because he's fashionable.
Of course, why wouldn't it?
All right, here we go. 162.
Yeah, look at that.
That's not too much damage, but she's got the weaker weapon because I was being weird. I don't know if his power-up is worn off yet.
Yeah, I haven't been playing.
But if I was using More and More or Rod Typhoon, he would be taking so much damage.
Yeah. It's funny that he wears a helmet, but he won't even like wear a shirt, let alone torso armor.
Yeah, he just has a giant belt.
Yeah.
Someone actually asked about it in the subreddit the other day of like, what is this? Because they could they only had the vague picture, and I was like, let's take a picture of the 3D model up close, and everyone's like, oh my god. And they're all asking for like high-res pictures of everybody, and I'm like, I can only do so much. Come on. But we do want to have high-res pictures on the website as we go.
Yes. He's got belts in weird places like a Kingdom Hearts character.
All right, Lavitz with the finisher. And the rough part.
It's rough.
It's rough.
What was that? There was like a stone in the middle of the room.
It hurts.
Yeah, those random stones. I don't know what those are.
What stone?
Yeah, I'm trying. Those things in the background there. Not that you can see me pointing, but
I'll have to look. It might be a bug in Severed Chains.
I'm doing anything I can to not think about what's happening here.
In retail, there's a second like Lavitz torso in the background somewhere.
Yeah, I saw that. You guys were posting that.
So it might have been That might have been part of it. I have to go back and see.
What do you think he was gonna say?
Survive and just protect, maybe?
Maybe.
Protect Vassal. Continue on.
I like that they gave him like a 9-pixel nipple.
It's what they could do at the time, you know? Now, check out the rewards.
Oh my... what?
Yeah. Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Spirit Potion, Power Up, and Power Down.
Oh, here's 2 of the best items in the game. Have fun.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's a catch, however.
Okay.
They're not repeatable.
Oh.
One single fight is all you
get. It says
get.
repeat.
Well, I lost them when I used them, so that's what I'm going off of.
Interesting. But you found more than one?
This is the only one I found. I only got this far.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to see if more are rewarded later, or if it's like you get all these one time.
Yeah, maybe they just hadn't sorted out the repeating yet because it was a demo and they didn't need to.
Yeah. It could just be like placeholder stuff.
Yeah. Survive and drink your Ovaltine.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Okay, as a Canadian, we don't have Ovaltine. What is it?
Something you don't want to have.
Come on.
You can watch A Christmas Story to find out.
I've seen... That's the one with the little kid with the BB gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like half of that. It was like 5 hours long. I couldn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, I think it's got like an adult narrator for the kid or something.
Yeah, it lost me. So I'll ask again. What is Ovaltine?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jack says powdered chocolate drink, basically.
Chocolate powder drink? Why have that when you can have chocolate whipping cream?
Oh my lord.
I have regular, but I put it away because I thought the stream wasn't going to work out tonight, and then it suddenly worked, so I just sat down and I don't have it. So it's in the fridge.
I see.
All right, we'll let this.
What percent is that? Like, what percent milk fat is that?
I don't know.
Okay, it's probably for the best.
I like how you're asking me a bunch of questions I don't know the answers to. Like, it's very refreshing.
I can ask you questions that you might know the answer to. Although I guess when I ask you questions, I assume you know the answer.
Try me.
Man, don't put me on the spot to put you on the spot.
You know, I'm thinking
we have so many spots.
We have great yeah, it's like a Dalmatian. We have great chemistry, so I think I'm gonna have you back on the show, like every Friday.
I promise you, I cannot do every Friday.
We'll combine our names and create like Nova Universe or something.
Well, I mean, supernovas are when a star explodes, right? So
yeah,
it sort of makes sense.
Lloyd's theme.
Item descriptions in the menus would still be NA retail, right? Is what Chocolate says.
Yeah, we didn't customize any of that, as far as I know. It's Iconics' mod. Like, basically, I'm using hard mode to run the Japan demo stats.
Okay.
So 99% of hard mode is turned off for that, the advanced mechanics, and it's just used to select the difficulty.
Okay.
So, like, the script is all NA retail, all that's all NA retail. The only thing that's different is the combat stats.
Gotcha.
And some items.
Dart says the game is going to have a Severed Chains development difficulty.
Development difficulty? I'm not sure.
Which I assume means how much difficulty you guys are having making Severed Chains. That's what I assume they mean, but I don't know.
Yes.
Look at Shauna one-shotting a goblin. I'm so proud
It's
of her.
interesting that the party defaulted to Dart, Shauna, Rose.
Why?
I mean, Lavitz was in your party. You figured it would default to Albert.
That's a good point.
I mean, I know when it defaults to, like, the first 3 people to have joined your party, which is why in late game you get Dart, Rose, Hashel all the time, but... Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, society would tell you that defaulting is bad, you know, defaulting on your loans.
Don't let the government tell you anything.
Check out these berserk mice, which are also
yeah.
a water element.
Little water mice.
Yeah, I think it extends to the plague grad as well.
Nice.
Let's get out of here.
New.
And I think we could just go straight to the Black Castle and try and, we got 22 minutes. We can finish Disc 1, right? Crystal Golem.
Oh my, why is it wind?
I don't
That's
know.
the least sensical thing.
It's very lightweight, apparently. It's a crystal alloy.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta give Rose her weapon back. But just think of it this way. The Crystal Golem is wind, so Shauna can do more damage with the Sparkle Arrow.
Sure.
It's a very high use case. Trust me.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, still does translate. 7 damage.
Makes sense.
Shauna's strong.
Shauna Strong.
Bum, 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 bum.
Shauna Strong at level 12.
There we go. What's she got? War God. So get rid of the power rest. Sallet's fine. Oh, I should probably give Hashel a salad.
So much magic attack. Oh my god.
What was that?
On the salad, it's so much magic attack.
Yeah. +5. +5 compared to the bandana, anyway. When we have our revised menus with recommended build 3, we're gonna show y'all like how much stats the equipment actually provides, because it's not always clear, right? Because it just shows you the totals, so you'll be able to see the stats of each individual piece if you want.
Okay, cool.
And it won't be so cramped. Like, look at how cramped the word Dragoon is in there. It is so cramped. They really wanted it to be in there.
Yeah, they could have given the stats on the left like a little bit smaller text size, and then made weapon and dragoon readable.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, so I think we can just go straight to the Black Castle. I don't think I need to buy any items.
Well, but there's shops here.
Yeah. Well, I meant the Lohan shop. It's got
I
different
understand.
stuff.
Like, you mean, like, don't even go through the town. Just go straight through and... Is that what you meant?
Well, I was thinking of Lohan, because they have different item magic.
Oh.
But item magic does so little damage here, it's like, what's the point?
The point is to buy a heat blade and then use it on all the fire enemies. Well, maybe they're not fire.
Hopefully the undersea cavern is still mostly water-based, or I'm gonna lose my mind.
I just mean the Knights of Sandora
True.
in the Black Castle. They could not be fire.
In the
Unless you already know that they are, but
in retail, when you're in the marshland, you actually get 2 variants. You get a fire and a water, and they take like slightly different amounts of damage. So I think their stats are different.
yeah.
But with wardens converting to water, I wonder about the knights a little bit here. Like there's so many like variants of the Sandoran foes in total that it's hard for me to keep track of them all. Also, really quick, when you talk to the shopkeeper on the side here, shit, let's turn off automatic scroll for a second. So there's like, I make weapons and I make some more and no one buys them. And it just really reminds me of Watto from Watto's Junkyard in Star Wars Episode 1. And in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the video game for pod racing, some of his idle voiceover, he'll go, Oh, they look around, they don't buy. Why nobody buy? Ay, and I just feel like this is Watto energy channeled here. Don't you want to buy my stuff?
It's funny. Episode 1 is like one of the few Star Wars movies I actually haven't seen.
Oh, I really like it. It has.
I feel like you're the only one.
No. The prequels could have been done a little better. They focused too much on the CG advancements, but ironically, just like LoD. But there's the best Star Wars moment of any Star Wars content is pod racing. I mean, there's just no disagreement to be had, you know.
Oh, I'm sure you're right, which is why when my mom actually got my dad that pod racing game as a gift for like a birthday or Christmas or something, and he took it back. He hated it.
Now these knee pieces don't seem to upgrade anything, but they don't show all the stats, so let's check that. Knee piece only gives plus 5% physical avoidance.
Yep. That's true in retail too, isn't it?
I thought they gave a little more defense, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Need somebody to check that.
You got to protect your knees.
Yeah, your knees are important. It's the bee's knees.
That's what they say.
That is what whoever they is says.
Yeah. Dada said she would like to host because she is also a solid community member, although I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, are you just like taking Nova's slogan, don't want to think of your own, or what's going on there? I need original community members too, not just solid ones. If you're actually interested...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If you're actually interested, we can talk about it, though.
There are only 3 Star Wars movies, the originals, before Lucas screwed with them. And apparently Star Trek is greater than Star Wars. I've seen like 2 episodes of Star Trek in my life.
Oh.
And like the reboot movie.
Fix
with,
that.
With what's his name?
Oops. I wasn't paying attention. Let me turn on automatic text again. But I fell in love with the Next Generation. There's a lot of flaws, of course, but like for its time, it was pretty damn advanced, and I'm obsessed with Picard, with the way he like thinks and reflects about their advancements and exploration, and his musings and his like captain's logs. Those are like my favorite things.
Okay. Data says she's a liquid community memer. Which I feel like is very accurate.
But I might have to forward data to the Metal Gear Solid live streaming community.
Metal Gear.
Plot devices. All right, let's continue. I really should get Shauna out of the party, because like I can use item magic, but I've already strained my hands a lot trying to screw in the modem again and all that a couple times. Yeah. Even with the pliers, it's hard. So I'm probably gonna stick to just add additions that I don't have to do myself.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you buy the heat blade? I wasn't.
I did.
Really... Okay. Also, how do the Sandora Knights not know this is here?
It's here for the express purpose of the player having a progression path. That's all. Logic goes out the window when the player needs to advance, you know?
Yeah, clearly.
While we're talking about Legend of Dragoon, things like science fiction shows, I recently power binged Stargate Universe for the first time in a very long time.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No, you know what? I'm not a big sci-fi guy. I watched a half decent chunk of Doctor Who. I love Firefly, but that's like about as sci-fi as I get.
I was gonna say you're starting to sound like a less solid community member there, Nova. As though it's predicated on like Corey or Mai's personal interests. Knight of Sandora
they're
is
lightning.
thunder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't agree with all of you with all of your opinions. Otherwise, we'd just
Yes, you
be the
can.
same person. No.
I have to agree with your statement.
Yeah, you have to, because you always listen to Nova. We learned this.
Along with the other caveats.
Never said I was always right. I just said you always have to listen to me.
Mm-hmm. That's so beneficial. So is Pandemonium a one-time use as well? God, that's gonna suck.
I thought you were asking me. I was like, how the hell would I know?
No, I was thinking out loud, but in case, like Zychronic said, there's only one repeat item, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Psych Bomb X.
Okay.
If the one repeat item is Pandemonium, I will curl up into a ball and cry. It's like, yeah, we won't give you a permanent Psych Bomb, but we will give you anti-taunt permanently for one character.
I always sell Pandemonium. I think I've maybe used it in battle once, but like I see no use for it.
I meant to say taunt, not anti-taunt. Anti-taunt is the charm potions.
Yeah.
And it only works for minor mobs. Like, they're usually really easy, so all it does is give you a little break for guarding. That's it. Like, put it on your tough character or your full HP character, the other two guard some more.
Yeah, but that's what Sig Stone's for. Just don't let them attack.
Yeah, wait till there's one enemy, Sig Stone, you're good.
Yeah.
If you want to be brutal about it, speed down with Sig Stone, so it's more than 3 turns.
It's my favorite combo.
We need to speed along to the boss. There's 2 of them, and I got 11 minutes.
Go, go, go. Fanger wants to know if you've ever watched The Expanse.
I have. I liked the early seasons in particular. And I was fascinated with the idea of those creatures in the background that are invisible or whatever when you cross through the thingy at the end.
Yep, I'm going to pretend to know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I can't reveal more because it might be spoilers.
Well, I'm never going to watch it.
Almost.
I don't think you can avoid those two.
You can.
Oh, can you?
Black Death Doom proved it. I just didn't do the method that he says needs to happen. You have to stand over by the left and run across to the right, and then diagonally up and right past the ladder, then press X on the ladder. It's a whole thing.
All right, so that list of mandatory encounters sent you.
Yeah, you can nuke that.
It has like a question mark next to these guys.
Yeah, you can nuke that one, and you can also nuke the ones at the elevator.
Really? You can avoid those?
Yes. You lure them out, and then you run around them and inside the elevator.
Interesting.
It's very annoying.
How do you light the elevator?
You have to go in the elevator, then come out and light it, and then run back in.
Oh my god.
It's really like the way they their pathing of the NPC pathing is weird.
Sounds like it.
I just like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hard code the Benny Hill theme into this for that.
Here, let me show you kind of what it's supposed to be like.
Yep.
Shit.
Well,
That's how
I
it's
think you
supposed to go. There's a certain way to do it. I'm not speedrunner material. Like, I can do speedruns, but I'm only good at them with, like, natural speedrunning games, like racing games.
Where you're supposed to go fast.
Yes. Alright, we're going faster.
Just like that, yep.
Yep. Faster, 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 faster.
Shut up!
I'm eager for new content at this point because, like, I already did this part of the game this past Saturday for my test stream. So I'm eager to be just on disc 2 already.
There.
I think we can just go this way, and go this way. Oh no! That wasn't gonna work. Here we go, let's try it again.
You got stuck there.
Oh,
you did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Got stuck in the trash.
And I keep falling down. Oh, come on! There wasn't even a rock in the way.
I think you might have to take this slower. You're losing more time by trying to go fast.
Okay, fine.
Yes, the meatball tray.
They look like meatballs.
They do look like meatballs.
These are the same rocks they chuck at you in Choco Mountain for Mario Kart 64. I'm sure of it. Oh, we already have the Wumpa fruit from the Hero Arena.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Come on. Oh! Got it. Get out of the way. Oops. It was a shortcut.
It's sure. Jack, yes, it is garbage. Big old balls of garbage.
Hi, Jack.
Forbidden meatballs.
Lost my poor meatballs in the Black Castle. 400. This one's unavoidable.
Yeah, I'd say so. Why is one of the keys to the throne room in the trash? That's a good question.
Yeah. It's probably just to prevent people who would try to steal it.
Yeah.
They're probably like,
I think it's a
check.
message to say that like you should respect the CEO as much as you respect the janitor.
The idea is probably like a thief would check, you know, Dole's quarters, like Lloyd checked Albert's quarters for the Moongem.
Yeah.
They'll never check the trash. Still don't have page down. It's one of the last features missing.
I'm sure it's fine. Why did Total Vanishing sell for 1 gold?
Yeah, the prices are kind of wonky.
I'd say so.
Things that should be valuable have no price yet.
Albert, relax, my god.
His addition is just Gus. My name is Gus. I do this dance of wind.
You just hear Albert storming through the castle. Gus! Gus! Gus!
Where is
Who
Gus?
the hell is Gus?
I think, well, it was probably % chance, but the elite did not get feared. That was interesting. Dead. Poison needle? Come on. Alright, I think this should take me to the final thingy over there. And we go over here, we go over here.
The final thingy.
Fast, fast, fast.
Gotta go fast.
I have 4 minutes. I mean, I'm not gonna end it at 9 exactly, but I want to be as quick as possible.
Yeah. Wasn't Gus a famous hamster or something?
Could
Not
be.
that I'm aware of.
It's also a famous addition. Here we go. Notice how many, like, polearm weapons he has up here.
He does have quite a few,
He's
yeah.
a polearm user. Like, if we ever got, like, a little vertical slice of Sandora combat from, like, the Great Commander's point of view, have him use a polearm.
Which is weird, because everyone uses a sword.
Yeah. Well, some of the wardens are actually carrying different kinds of weapons in the Anteater horse's saddle or whatever. There's like maces and morning stars and stuff.
Yeah, those are for the Helena wardens.
Mm-hmm.
Gus from Hamtaro. Man, I haven't thought of Hamtaro in a while. Which one is Gus?
I don't know.
Because I know the main one, Hamtaro, and I know his little friend Oxnard, which is a great name. I'm really big into the Hamtaro lore, apparently. The black and white one with the hat. I'm gonna have to look this up. It's gonna be the first time anyone Googled Hamtaro in 20 years.
All right, we're at Kongo.
Oh, he still is. That's good.
100 and something. 200. 331. He's doing 50.
He doesn't have the Twister Glaive, does he, Albert?
No. Is he supposed to?
Yep. For this fight.
Where does he get it?
Great question.
Did I just not equip it? I thought I checked his weapon.
I'm pretty sure you can get it here.
Oops.
I checked, but my phone is watching the stream, and if I open Chrome again, my laptop will explode.
Yeah,
so.
you're fine. Woo!
Schmack. Schmack. Schmack.
Yeah, he's not doing
Congo!
much.
Congo, where did you get that speed?
A lot of fights, even in JP Retail, the speed seems way higher. Like, Frugal will take 3 turns in a row. Your Obelisk will take 3 turns in a row. It's common. Like, we just need a speed mod. JP speed mod only is already going to be brutal.
Chocolate says, first house on the right upstairs.
Oh, okay. I might have to go back and get that.
Well, can.
Well, I'll get it on disc 2. Because it's not in the castle, so I can still access it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And that's it.
I
Oh,
like go back from here, and I was like, what?
I was able to proc fear at the end, but I don't know if it actually like applied or not.
Nah, I didn't see it.
All right, we have 30 seconds.
Go, go, go.
Oh, let's check this item. We'll slow down for that.
And then Chocolate says, or second house on the first floor.
Oh yeah, thanks.
And then Ninchi says, second house on the right as you enter from across the hotel.
Pretty sure that was still the material shield.
Oh, I was reading chat. I didn't see.
You're good. Yep, still material shield in that location.
Nice.
All right, so I think the party is set. And normally you'd be like level like 14 around here, or something like that, and we're already 17.
Yeah. Data, if I'm not mistaken, that statue is Dole's late wife.
Yes, Karina.
Karina. I would think it's Katrina.
Some people say Katrina. I prefer Karina.
What does the game text say?
It's only in the guidebook, I think. Unless Father Faza says it.
I think he might.
Check the Disc 1 script on the archive data or someone. So Dole is still Thunder Element, thankfully.
Yeah, that's good. It makes sense.
If the thing is, the enemy Dragoons kind of need to have the same element as intended.
You'd think, eh? Fanger says the priest does say it.
Oh, he does? Yeah. 300.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, bless you. Do you
It
say?
hasn't come out yet. It's shy.
Oh. Maybe I'll try another language. Gesundheit. Salute.
I think the fact that I called it out made it run away. Justin says confirmed, but not which one.
Something is confirmed.
Something is confirmed.
That's good. So Albert is our main damage dealer here. 300 damage. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
that
sure
sounds about
that
right.
outdoes his D attack at this point. Oh, Dole cannot
Dole
be feared?
not get feared. Yeah.
Either that or it's like a... well, it's only supposed to be like a 50%... Okay, let's think this over. There are times when it doesn't even show it. That's probably the times it's not proccing. So anytime it shows the heads or whatever, it should be proccing.
Yeah, but in that time it did show the heads.
Yeah. So that probably means he's immune.
I would say so.
So why was Frugal...
And,
why was Frugal prone?
I don't know.
They just feel like shafting him. Like, he's got a lot of HP. Well, let's make him prone to fear and see if they use Death Dimension or the Demon Slutto or whatever it is.
Dole just doesn't afraid of anything.
Yeah, I mean, why should he be afraid? He's got premium bananas.
What?
We have a company here called Dole Premium Bananas.
Oh, yeah, okay.
DOLE.
We have Dole juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to meme
And
for
Justin
that.
does say Katrina.
Okay.
So
So that's
once
another
again,
thing.
Listen to Nova.
The special attack that he just did hit the one that's usually really annoying.
Missed everyone.
It missed everyone. And it happened in my test stream last week as well.
Interesting.
I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. So I think I'm just gonna stick with additions. Like I did Dragoon form before, but I think I'm just gonna do like Rose Storm and then leave it at that.
Yeah, fuck him up. That's not Rose Storm.
Well, you want to do it on the last turn.
I
Usually.
guess, yeah.
Die. More and
Yeah, the main thing is like you have so much HP that you don't need to heal much. Like there's no urgency to heal.
Yeah.
So let's see if
All
it
right, hit
happens.
them this time, you dink. Dole sucks.
Dole sucks. You don't want it to be the case, but it is. It's like, if you're gonna be a boss, like, justify your position in the game. Imagine the devs found it annoying too and left it at 0% accuracy for testing and forgot to change it back. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Oh my
Poor
god.
bastard.
A bug like that, like, you can't patch stuff back then. Like, your only chance for patching is with the greatest hits. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But please buy our game so we can patch that. We need 400,000 copies or something, or 150,000. Some number around there.
die. More and more.
Oop, let's do a Rose Storm. Row. Rose Storm. Yeah, 10% is pretty generous. I mean, you can spam this all day. I'm happy with it at this point.
It's better than the shield move.
Like, there's a part of me that wants the bosses to be, like, completely broken overpowered, but I'll take this one time. I just hope it isn't a repeating issue.
Yeah. I feel like Dart should be going too slow.
Yeah. Missed.
But also, holy crap, Dole has a lot of health.
Yeah, Albert's just, like, popping out the 300s like crazy. And he's just gonna spam this ability.
Yeah.
This is more entertaining than the test stream in that regard. Like, I don't think he was spamming it this bad.
Built-in legend cast.
Die. More and more.
Give me a couple seconds. I've dropped a total of 50,000 frames, and I'm still seeing it smooth on my view of the stream. So I'm like,
It doesn't look too bad.
is OBS lying? So I'm gonna do a packet loss test real quick on my browser here. Give me 1 second. Packet loss test. Start test. It's a 10-second test. Received.
That's I'm missing. That's a neat trick.
Says I'm 1% packet loss. That's not bad. Let's try speedtest.net. I think speed test has like a stability thing in it. Am I still here?
Yep.
No, speed test. Oh, there it goes. It didn't want to connect for a minute. All right, let's go.
It was too fast.
Downstream is fine. Upstream. Oh, something. Oh, hey! Oh, well, we got cat.
Oh my god. I don't know if the rest of you can hear me, but cats. Suddenly cats. I cast God Thunder. Yeah, okay. Have fun. Cat boss harder than Dole. You can hear me. Nice. Everyone tell me about your day. While Drew sorts out the cats.
One of those cats was gonna die.
Oh, jeez.
They don't all perfectly get along. We have a lot of cats boarding right now. We're up to like 8 or 9, and usually I have no cats in here.
So many cats.
I usually have no cats in here for a reason. Like they might pull down the green screen or something, you know. And there was 2 in here, and we've got these like shelf platforms on the wall, 2 of them, and one cat was on the highest one, and then the little kitten was on the lowest one, antagonizing the higher up cat, and couldn't get out. So it was getting really nasty.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Yeah, Anyway, so this quick battle that we were doing, where we're taking like no damage.
Oh, he's yellow now.
Yeah, we'll just do some quick stuff. Ah, the shield.
The shield. Just like, you know, speed it up like 16 times or something.
Yeah.
Sit through all this crap every time and he always misses.
150 frames per second.
Oh, that hit.
Yeah. I think there's just something wrong with that particular spell.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It could be like a single typo, a single character typo, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, he dropped his shield.
Yes, he did.
Get him.
Woo! Ooh, a spark net. 118. But even Rose has almost 600 HP, so it's like, I'm not worried.
Yeah, what would she normally have at level 17?
Less.
You know? Wow.
I mean, well, she wouldn't be level 17 either.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, it's so fast. Could have been worse. We finished at 9/11, which it was seeming to be an emergency there for a second.
Oh my Jesus.
Ah, my heart.
Oh.
Cat boss harder than Duel right now. Thanks, Ninja.
Yeah, we were having a little chat while you were away.
Mm-hmm.
I was only slightly planning to overthrow everything.
We got a bravery amulet. Some level ups.
Yeah.
You'll notice that Dart has more XP, but requires more XP to level up. He's still only 17. Albert has 900 less XP than him, and is still already a level higher.
Yeah. I also noticed that like they gain XP in order, like Dart got XP and then Albert and then Rose.
That's Severed Chains.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Severed Chains issue.
Gotcha.
It happens on the regular game as well. All right, so we finished chapter 1.
Woohoo!
All right.
The war is over.
I'm really wanting my next stream to not have internet problems. Like it's working for now, but like 55,000 frames dropped, even if it's just a display error, is giving me triggers, you know.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Who can drop 55,000 frames in a 2-hour stream?
I don't even know if there are that many.
It's like the whole system is just not in the right frame of mind.
Uh,
So this is how far I got in the test stream. I'm gonna stop here, I think.
yeah, fair enough.
What I'm gonna do is check my stuff really quick. Yeah, there's not much else to put on right now. I'll check the stores later. So next Friday, in 1 week, we'll try to run Chapter 2 without issues. I really thought it would be tonight, but I guess I'll have to wait 1 more week to figure out this internet crapola. We'll do more diagnostics, check even more process of elimination oriented things. I'm very skeptical now. But I'm going to try. Because, I mean, it's not even just for me. Like, we have 2.5 people who work from home. So, like, it's an important thing that we need to get solved.
Yeah, of course.
So, Nova, did you have fun in what time we had?
I did. I was only slightly wanting to throw my computer out a window. And I can always tell when my computer needs an update because it does that.
Well, we made it work, both of us.
Yeah. We happened to be ready around the same time, despite everything.
For those of you who enjoyed Nova giving us company tonight, you can experience more of NovaDragoon on the Legend of Dragoon Discord server, where he is always a solid community member.
That's me.
Even when he's being sassy, especially because he is sassy. I am also there as well. I'll put a couple links in the chat for my Ko-fi donations. Thank you to all my Ko-fi supporters, one-offs and subscriptions alike. I really appreciate it, and it helps me justify doing more things like these streams or just more LoD stuff in general. I also put a link to our home, LoD.org, for anyone who may not know that already. It's our central housing for all things fandom business and exciting news and stuff like that. Our next event that I know about will be the dev stream this coming Wednesday, so long as Corey also doesn't have computer issues.
Which, I mean, given the state of everything, who knows?
Kind of a dark cloud over us we gotta get rid of.
Oh, you ever played Dark Cloud?
I actually helped them, I played it a little bit. I helped them find a really high-res title image.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's all I've got for now, so I'm gonna try to play the outro, and we'll see you next week.